about all the horrible things that happened in school. But anyways, I was scared that I wasn't gonna actually like being a therapist. Hi, today I'm gonna be multitasking. I feel like I usually just talk to the camera, but today I also want to do my nails. So while I do my nails, I want to talk about graduating because I just graduated, like literally had my checkout meeting with my clinic yesterday. Wild. And I kind of want to process it because my graduation was a little weird, and then I walked in commencement like 3 months ago and I finished all my classes then, but I had to finish my clinical hours. I had another semester I needed to do to finish my 3rd semester of clinical hours, so I didn't technically graduate until now. So that's one part of it. It doesn't like, I'm not like having a huge celebration, so it doesn't really feel like the end. And then the second part of it is I'm also staying at the clinic that I'm currently working at, so I'm not like, it doesn't feel like I'm fully out on my own. So yeah, I feel like I want to talk about it because I want to reflect on my time in school, what I've learned, and just celebrate the fact that I did this 3-year program. Okay, anyways, that's the intro. I just got these gel nails. Oh my god, gel nails. But you probably have seen like Instagram ads everywhere. Yeah, you probably recognize it now. I got one like nail thing. I got the free gel, like the lamp. And then I have a top coat and a Premier Plus. I read on some Reddit thread that like these items were actually worth it and better than some other brands, so I was like, okay, why not? Let's go for it. So first time doing this, I've never had gel nails. Here we go. Prep pad. Here we go. So yes, 3 years ago, I decided that I wanted to not stay in tech my whole career, and I wanted to see if I wanted to become a therapist. But I was too scared to just like dive head in and go to like a full-time student program and leave my tech job. So I did what felt right to me at that time, which was staying in my tech job and then going to this program that allowed me to go on the weekends. It was basically a program meant for people who could continue working full-time and also go to school, which was great. So I decided to go to this school, which I didn't know is like a little unique. They're more woo-woo-y, like very spiritual. They integrate spirituality into a lot of their courses as much as they can. Very not analytical, like a lot of artsy creative people. Not in a bad way. I think at the end, I am so glad that I went to this school. Personally, for me, it was probably like the best place I could have gone for school. Keep watching though, I'll talk about all the horrible things that happened in school. But anyways, I'm really glad that I ended up going here. And so, you know, the first year even before I went, I was worried. Like, is this really gonna work out for me? Honestly, I didn't know if I was gonna finish the 3 years because like I was certain I wanted to try being a therapist, but I wasn't so hung up on the idea that like I had to be one. Because it seemed like a career where you can't force it. Like I imagined that it would be really easy to burn out if this wasn't really how you wanted to, if this wasn't a career you were invested in. So I didn't feel like I really wanted to be a therapist, but I knew it was also kind of out of my hands. Like if it just wasn't a good fit, it just isn't gonna be a good fit. And that's kind of how I felt about tech. Like it just wasn't a good fit with me. It ruined my mental health and my physical body, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this bullshit. So I'm trying out being a therapist. Okay, so I went in like uncertain. I was scared that I wasn't gonna actually like being a therapist. I was scared I wasn't gonna like school. I was scared I wasn't gonna finish school because, you know, I didn't see a point in finishing school if I knew early on it just wasn't going to be a career for me. I was scared it wasn't the actual thing I wanted to do, and so now I'm back at tech and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with my little career. So it was that first week I felt like, okay, this feels right. I can't really point to exactly what happened during that first week that made me feel that way. Because, you know, it's a feeling. It wasn't like, I can't overanalyze this feeling I got that I was like, okay, this feels right. This feels like what I was expecting from being in therapy school. But what I didn't realize was how horribly run the school was. The administrative team, just, I didn't know a school could be run this poorly. But anyways, there were multiple professors in my class who decided to not continue teaching that semester, so they would literally just like not show up the next class day, and the administration had to figure out who was going to sub in. I mean, that's not the administrator's fault, but I know that the professors weren't paid well, they probably weren't treated well. The school had a really hard time like maintaining really good high level professors. Anyway, so in my first semester, my first class, 2 of the professors had never taught ever before. And like ever before. Let alone like a college or like a master's program. So we ended up watching a lot of YouTube videos, which was, to me, feels like a waste of time unless we spend a lot of time like not analyzing, but like discussing it at a class. I just think like watching videos should be done as homework, not like during the class. But anyways, I felt like it bothered me that I was paying so much money to be in these classes that didn't feel like they were worth it. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm going to put my primer on. That was kind of my first semester. I also didn't feel like I made friends yet. I was trying to like figure out who my people were. But other than that, my first year was a learning curve, but you know, honestly, it wasn't that bad. I am getting distracted painting my nails. Done. Okay, primer plus. Done. Okay, I think I need to let this dry. Okay, then my second semester, that's when I really started to like settle into being in school. Like I feel like I found my 2 besties in school and I like literally only hung out with them, and that was chill. And then I realized how problematic some of these professors were, and that's when it like really turned. I don't think I fully realized how problematic these professors were until my second semester. This whole thing is just my opinion. Obviously, people are gonna have very different experiences when it comes to school, and mine is just like literally one very specific experience I had being in my specific school, going to my specific practicum, and going through that from my eyes. So you know, like there's no way someone's gonna have the same experience as me, so just take this in as if I was a friend and I was just talking to you about my last 3 years, and I'm just like blabbing on and on about what my experience has been, okay? Like, don't take this in as like this is what it's like to be in school as a therapist. Alright, cool. I don't want to get too much into it, but basically, if I were to summarize it, therapists are also people, and they aren't all, some of them are still swimming in the like oppressor soup. They don't realize the harm that they're causing on certain groups of people. And so when you have people like that as professors for therapy, I just think is like a lot can go wrong. So that's kind of what I will say. Second semester was also when I started my practicum, which is huge. I feel like the classes helped me kind of understand a little bit what kind of therapist I want, like just a little bit. But it was really practicum and like actually seeing clients that like really helped me grow, like change, I guess. Like I feel like I'm a much different person than 3 years ago because of like actually seeing clients. It's not like the coursework that changed me. Seeing clients is like a thing. I don't even know how I would have described it to myself 3 years ago. It just like really changes a lot about me. It changes like my hobbies. It changes the friends and like the people I want in my life. It changes like how I want to spend my time outside of work. I was running out of storage on my phone. Okay, where was I? I feel like therapists are on a different wavelength socially than non-therapists. Like, I'm looking at different things, I respond to people in different ways than I used to. It's just like, it really changes who I am, and you know, I'm okay with that. So second semester I started seeing clients, and I don't think I like really, like the first semester of seeing clients, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad, I got this. And then it was when I had been seeing clients for more than 6 months that I realized how much of a toll it took on me. And it took a toll on me in a way that I'm not used to. And I keep talking about this, and that's because it is so important to this job. The way I get tired from this job is not similar at all to any other jobs I've had in the past. And so right now I'm like figuring out how to make this job work for me. I did my first one. Do you see it? Look at that. It's stuck on. I did it. I did it. You will see how beautiful they are. They are so beautiful. Do you see them? They look pretty good. Look at that. Look at that. So nice. But anyways, that's the end of my chat. It was definitely like less organized than my usual videos, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if there are certain topics that you want me to cover or certain questions that you have, because that helps me figure out what kind of video I should make next. So